Well, I couldn't find a proper shirt for this video, but that's fine. I found like a graphic arts shirt I made in like freshman year of high school, which is almost a decade ago. And I guess what better way to celebrate that than watching Seth Worley's directorial full-length movie debut sketch. One of the movies I was really excited for, I knew was going to be a sleeper this year because I still don't think anyone's heard about it, but the trailer for this movie had me really hyped. We don't really get that many movies with this concept where drawings come to life. We had the awful Harry and the Purple Crayon or Henry and the Purple Crayon from last year, and obviously the Chalk Zone cartoon from like 20, 30 years ago. But other than that, I tried researching, I really couldn't find any other movies that have drawings come to life, and I feel like that's such a strange thing considering it's such an easy, creative concept to work with. And I think Sketch does it almost perfectly. I mean, at least better than Harry and the Purple Crayon. I never read the book when I was little. I didn't care for the movie. I don't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. But this movie does it way better because the drawings stay as drawings. They don't like fully come to life. Like animals don't turn to humans. Fucking stupid. But no, Sketch is really, really good. I was surprised. We have Tony Hale and Darcy Carden as the two adult characters, and they are lovely. Uh, I I was really confused at first because I think I missed like the first minute of the movie because I had to run to the bathroom, and I thought these were just two adults or maybe divorced a divorced couple or something. But no, they're siblings and they live with each other. But the relationship works as the movie goes on. You can really feel that they are siblings, not a divorced couple. Besides from the few house scenes we get with them where they're trying to sell off the house. But I think they did good, especially Tony Hale. I think as a dad who's struggling to be a single dad, he he plays a role well, and the script was pretty well written for that type of role. And I didn't mention this in my weapons review. Kid actors are becoming stupidly good. I think in weapons, believe his name's Austin. The kid who plays Alex in the movie was phenomenal, and I think this movie also has amazing kid actors. I think Bianca Tarantino, Q Lawrence, and my favorite character in the whole movie, Cox, was hilarious. And they all feel like kids. They don't feel like they're trying too hard to sell the roles. They don't feel like Disney actors. They just feel like actors. And I'm really happy we're getting to the point now where seeing a kid in a movie is getting less and less worrying and less and less annoying. I'm just so happy. I like when kids are good actors. One of my favorite movies of all time is Where the Wild Things Are. I think the kid in that movie is phenomenal. So I'm happy we're getting to a place where kids are finally being sort of respected as normal actors. But get to the actual movie. The way Sketch has its drawings and everything. I think I have it in my background. Let me go check. This guy is fucking sick. This giant orange guy. Probably my second favorite in the movie, and of course the giant two-legged, two-legged eyeball thing that they see in the bus scene is fucking gorgeous. It's the reason why I went and watched this movie just because of the bus scene in the trailer. I wasn't really anticipating anything else. I thought it was just going to be him, really. But the movie just kept adding more and more of her drawings. This creature who works with the giant blind monster is what a genius little thing. It's so cute that we have like this creative background with this child who actually doesn't make lame ass drawings all the time, and she makes cool monsters like these two, and the eiders or the spiders that are just giant eyeballs who want to run around killing her father. Sorry, I can't. This webcam thing is impossible for me right now. I'm gonna get used to this as time goes on. But the eiders are fucking hilarious. The whole point of them is that they're supposed to rip eyeballs out or from her dad and his fingernails and steal his coffee mug and his fuck, it was his coffee mug and something else. And And to see it as the movie progresses, it just keeps getting, because they take the coffee mug, they take something else from him, and you get worried that they're gonna end up taking his eyeballs and fingernails. I didn't know this was a PG movie. I looked up horror movies coming out in August, last month or 2 months ago, and this was one of the trailers that came up. I thought it was PG-13 or rated R. I was fully expecting some nasty ass thing to come from the dad, but I'm happy that he didn't get injured at all, so that was nice. But the Iders are cool. The little blue guy who screams at the blind monster is cool. The giant blind monster is awesome. The only drawing I really had a problem with was towards the end where she draws like a emo impersonation of herself. It's fine. It's definitely the worst drawing character in the movie. It's kind of boring. The spike arms are cool, but other than that, it's just lame. Because I was so happy with the monsters everywhere. I love giant monsters. You're gonna see that in one of my next reviews, Shin Godzilla, and yeah, the only problem I have with this movie is the ending where they're supporting the OpenAI tool where you can like make your kids' drawings come to life. And I get it. Not all AI is inherently bad. I think stuff with helping science evolve is fine, but personal stuff with AI and especially art is just something AI shouldn't even be near. Music is one of the worst. How do I put it? One of the worst dealers with AI. I don't know the word I'm looking for, and it's such a shame that music is slowly turning more into the AI stuff. You have artists making AI beats, AI vocals, AI features, AI everything. We even had an AI artist a few years ago, which was disgusting. And there was a whole protest for AI in movies and shows and all type of art, and we somehow are still supporting it in these movies. I really hope the creations in this movie weren't created with AI, because that would just plummet my review for this movie disgustingly bad, because they were actually pretty cool, and we don't need AI in movies. Like I said, this movie was a perfect justification for bringing creativity back into the movies, especially with something as original as creating drawings coming to life and attacking people. We don't need AI to do that. I don't know, just so strange to me. I mean, as a kid, it was always cool to like think of my drawings come to life, but that's what imagination is for. We don't need um a tool to do that for us. I don't know. I always thought that was weird. I mean, we even have programs where you can make a 3D model of your drawings. We don't need to have AI to fucking do all this for us. Anyway, enough of my AI rant. Sketch was fine. Very fun. Good kids movie. If you have a kid or a sibling and they're into scarier stuff, this was good. Um, the way the monsters die in this movie are hilarious. You have water guns being used. We have a giant mega water gun cannon towards the end with Cox's character, which was hilarious. And there's scenes where the dad is smashing the eiders as they try to attack him, and they get smushed into the ground, and you get like an eider powder thing in the carpets. I thought that was sick. And with that, I'm giving Sketch a 7, maybe 6.5 out of 10. It's very fun. It's a kid's movie. I expected a little more horror out of it because I thought it was rated R. They even checked my ID when I went in. What the fuck? Do I look like a 5-year old? What is this? That's fine. Sketch was fun. Go watch it. It's a fun time. It's not long. It's not boring. The only bad part about this movie is like the first 20 minutes, and the final villain is kind of lame, but it's fine. Everything building up to the finale of this movie is brilliant. I hope we get more. Director's fine. I think he should stick to kid movies for now. If he can, go to horror. And even if you want a sequel, do a sequel for this movie, but make it like PG-13 rated R. Make it more graphic, disgusting. Maybe in 5 years' time, when the kids can grow up and be able to watch that type of movie, that'd be cool. Cool sequel to grow up with. So yeah, that's Sketch.